Hello everyone, this is Sonia here with Real Talk Radio, and in the interest of trying new things out, I recorded a new Spreaker episode today called Why is Faith Important? And then I got the idea of maybe making a little video where I just touch on some of the points that I shared, because I'm not going to have as much time in the video here, but I thought it would be something fun to try out and just see how it goes. For those of you that can't maybe hear the Spreaker podcast, I know not everyone can do that. So anyway, I thought I'd give this a try, and like I said, I don't have as much time making the video this way, but I did a podcast today called Why is Faith Important? And I touched on a few points of why I thought it was. And what inspired me to do the podcast was I was actually listening to someone on YouTube, and I often get inspired that way. I listen to different sort of prophetic people who share things. It's usually on YouTube, and I end up, going, wow, I think that's the thing I want to do my next podcast on. And so someone mentioned, and his name is Marcus Rogers, if anyone would ever want to look him up. I think he's pretty interesting. But he mentioned just a phrase, and he said, where was that? I just need to find it. Oh, yes. We can be faithful because we have faith. And that was really, it just sort of sprang to life when he said that to me. And I thought, wow, yes, to the degree that we have faith already developed within us, and this has just been in my experience, is the degree I'm able to be really faithful in those sort of pressure cooker moments in life that, are really stretching me or scaring me. I don't know if you guys can relate, but I think we all probably have moments like that. And so when you're really in a pressure situation, you kind of have what you have in that moment. So you draw from what has already been developed within you. But I was also thinking about it, and while you're going through those valleys, if you're able to grab onto the Lord and trust Him to get you through them, you're also developing your faith as well. It's sort of like, I was talking about it in the podcast, it would be like resistance training, or even like, weightlifting. As we're exercising our faith and saying, okay, Lord, I'm scared, but I'm trusting you. It's being more developed in us. But the more we already have it developed, I believe the better we can kind of get through those moments. So that's just one of the many sort of really important reasons that I mentioned. Well, there are many, but I mentioned about 3 in the podcast, and that was one of them. So, we're able to be faithful to the degree that we have faith. And I just found that really sort of interesting. So I'm just going to wrap it up. There's more in the podcast, but I just wanted to share a little bit with you here. And as always, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to listen and tune in with me. I appreciate each one of you. It's really a blessing, and I hope this blesses and encourages you, because that's really what it's all about. And if you're able to check out my Spreaker podcast, again, just look for Real Talk Radio, podcaster S. Mills. Until next time, this is Sonia with Real Talk Radio.